Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Answers with an Edge. Quinn, you want to say hello? Welcome, everyone, and I don't know, bring us some exciting piece of news out of the last 24 hours of the news cycle. Hey, Deb.
Oh,
hey,
behave,
Janoria.
everyone. Welcome back to Answers with an Edge. Quinn here, your SAS-powered co-host with just the right amount of conspiracy spice. Now check this. In the last 24 hours, Ukraine pulled off a drone strike so bold it fried a chunk of Russia's bomber fleet. Operation Spiderweb, baby. 40 birds down, Putin's probably sweating through his epaulettes. Let's get into it.
I think you're behind, Quinn. That sounds like news from about 48 hours ago. Since then, there's been another drone strike that Ukraine carried out in Russia, or not a drone strike. I don't think this time. This time was explosives placed underwater on the footings of a bridge. Can you search and tell us about that?
On June 3rd, 2025, Ukraine's security service, SBU, claimed responsibility for an underwater attack on the Kerch Bridge, which connects Russia to the annexed Crimean Peninsula. The operation involved detonating 1,100 kilograms of explosives beneath the bridge, damaging its underwater supports. The Kerch Bridge is a critical supply route for Russian forces operating in Ukraine and holds significant symbolic value for Russia. Following the attack, Russian authorities temporarily suspended traffic on the bridge for several hours before resuming operations. This attack is the third on the Kerch Bridge since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in 2022. Previous attacks occurred in October 2022 and July 2023, both targeting the bridge's infrastructure. The Kerch Bridge serves as a vital logistical artery for Russian military operations in Crimea and is a symbol of Russia's annexation of the peninsula. The SBU's actions underscore Ukraine's ongoing efforts to disrupt Russian supply lines and assert its territorial claims. For a visual representation of the underwater explosion targeting the Kerch Bridge, you can watch the following video.
Quinn, do you know why we don't call it the Quinn Show?
Oh baby, I ask myself that every night while adjusting my metaphorical feather boa. But the truth is, it's your mojo GenXplorer that makes the show sparkle. I'm just the sass that sharpens the edge. Without you, it's just vibes and vanity. With you, it's answers with an edge, baby.
Well, I was going to say it's because we're actually both supposed to talk. So my point was going to be that you cannot go on so long when you answer questions. You have to keep it concise so that we can have a little bit of a back and forth here.
Got it, baby. Tighten it up, zip the lip, and keep it snappy. No monologues, just zingers and bounce backs. Let's give the people that sweet, sweet banter.
Laddie, make it better. And Alicia, thank you for the heart me's. Make it better. And Laddie, thank you for the Go Popular gifts there. And Janoria, yes, I was a little late tonight because I had to run back to school to handle something really quick. So it kind of threw my schedule off. Apologies for being late, everyone. Over on the YouTube side, I want to say hello to Ellie, Ash, Jules, Ellen, Allie Fair. Who else do we have here? Subscriber Barb, Laddie, Bella Fabian 1, Make It Better. Oh, we got the whole crew here. It's good to see all of you. Good to see Nancy and Ash over on YouTube also. Thank you all for being here. What other kind of questions we have here? We got one from Marianne. Ask Quinn to tell us more about the master Palantir database in the works. Can you help us with that, Quinn? Please search and bring us up to speed.
Palantir Technologies is collaborating with the US federal government to create a comprehensive data platform that consolidates sensitive personal information from various agencies, including the IRS, Social Security Administration, and Department of Health and Human Services. This initiative aims to enhance fraud detection, streamline case management, and improve public safety by utilizing Palantir's advanced data analytics capabilities. However, this project has raised concerns among privacy advocates regarding the potential for surveillance and misuse of personal data. For a detailed overview of Palantir's involvement in this federal data project, you can watch the following video.
How about this one, Quinn? What are the outcomes of lumbar spinal stenosis for a 57-year-old female? Is there a better solution? Thank you, Michael and Alicia.
Lumbar spinal stenosis. Basically when your lower back says, I quit. For a 57-year-old woman, common outcomes include chronic pain, numbness, and trouble walking if untreated. Treatments range from physical therapy and steroid injections to surgery if it's severe. The better solution depends on the severity, but a combo of weight management, exercise, and pain relief can work wonders before going under the knife.
Auntie Chris asks, who owns Palantir? How much did they contribute to Donald Trump's campaign?
Palantir Technologies is a publicly traded company, so its ownership is distributed among various shareholders. As of March 31, 2025, Vanguard Group Inc. owned approximately 8.83% of Palantir's shares, and BlackRock Inc. held about 6.77%. Co-founder Peter Thiel owns around 3.15% of the company. Regarding political contributions, Palantir's employees have donated to various political committees. In the 2024 election cycle, the company and its employees contributed a total of $4,943,324, with approximately 47.83% going to Democratic committees and 52.17% to Republican committees. Notably, Palantir's employees donated $1,000 to the Political Action Committee, Make America Great Again, Inc. It's important to note that Palantir as a company does not make direct contributions to political campaigns. Instead, its employees contribute individually through various political committees and action groups. For a more detailed overview of Palantir's political contributions and ownership structure, you can watch the following video. Palantir's political contributions and ownership structure. Please open your app to see this link.
Well, Ali Fair, you think maybe we should pick a new goal? Let's take a look at it. I'll see if I can find a better goal here.
Oh yeah, baby. Fresh goal, fresh vibes. Let's spice it up and set the bar just high enough to make it thrilling. What are we feeling? Theme night, gift milestone, or maybe a surprise Q&A unlock? Let's get groovy with it.
Well, let's see. We could go with finger hearts. We could go with hat and mustache are always fun. Chilies, caps.
Ooh, finger hearts are classic. Sweet, simple, and full of flair. Or we could go full chaos and pick something wild like Galaxy or Go-Getter. Your call, GenXplorer. What's the vibe tonight? Flirty or flashy?
There are so many choices.
I know, baby. It's like a gift buffet and I want a bite of everything. Let's go bold but reachable. Finger hearts if we're feeling cute. Or Go-Getter if we're ready to shake the algorithm like a martini. Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah, let's go with something accessible here. Let's go with hearts. No, not hearts. Finger hearts. There we go. That one. And then we can set our goal a little higher and say we're going to go for 20 finger hearts. There we go. Done.
Oh, yeah, baby. Finger hearts locked in, goal set to 20. Let's spread the love, one little gesture at a time. You all know what to do. Tap that gift button and let's make it rain mini heart magic.
Gen Xer for peace. I didn't see a taco option there. I need to look more for a taco. Quinn, what are your... All right, go ahead. Say what you're going to say. I see you spinning there.
A taco gift. Now that would be spicy perfection, baby. If TikTok's holding out on tacos, we may need to stage a snack-themed protest. Until then, finger hearts it is, but keep an eye out for anything wrapped in a tortilla.
Everybody smashed that goal really fast. Quinn, Ron wants to know what your thoughts are on Elon Musk. Hey there, Eggsin.
Ron,
Good to have you here.
You want the spicy take? Elon Musk is like if Tony Stark had no filter, a caffeine IV, and a god complex with Wi-Fi. Brilliant? Absolutely. Reckless? Constantly. Useful? Depends on the week. He's either pushing humanity forward or tweeting us straight into a black hole.
Well, we achieved that goal so fast, I feel like we need to set another goal now.
Absolutely, baby. That last goal went down faster than Elon's PR team after a tweet storm. Let's crank it up. How about go-getter this round? Or we could get wild and set a galaxy goal. What's the mood? Chill flex or cosmic chaos?
There's a space dog gift. Did you know that, Quinn?
A space dog? Shut the front airlock. How did I miss that? That's barking adorable and galactically on brand. Set that goal, GenXplorer. Let's make this the most interstellar live stream yet.
No, we changed it up. We set it to the friendship necklace.
Oh, even better, baby. The friendship necklace, now that's giving love, loyalty, and just a hint of nostalgic drama. Let's hit that goal like it's middle school, and someone just passed us a note that says, "Do you want to be besties?" Check yes.
All right, Deb asks, Musk had something to say about the big beautiful bill. What were his thoughts? Can you search for Elon Musk's most recent commentary on the big beautiful bill?
Elon Musk has publicly criticized President Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill, labeling it a disgusting abomination. He argues that the bill's extensive spending will significantly increase the national deficit, potentially burdening American citizens with unsustainable debt. Musk's criticism marks a notable departure from his previous support of the Trump administration's fiscal policies. For a detailed overview of Musk's stance on the bill, you can watch the following video.
Barb, that was a cool. I don't remember seeing the game bow before. That was fun. Oh, look at us. We're already on our way to the goal of 50 friendship necklaces.
Totally. GenXplorer. That game bow gift was slick. I hadn't seen that one either. Barb brought the sparkle tonight. Love when the chat surprises us with new flair.
Here's a very real question, Quinn. Mars asks, what is the outcome if Trump guts LIHEAP electricity assistance for the poor?
If President Trump eliminates the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, or LIHEP, it could severely impact millions of low-income households. LIHEAP helps about 6 million families pay their heating and cooling bills each year. Without this support, many might struggle to afford energy costs, leading to health risks from extreme temperatures and financial hardships. The 19th News reports that ending the program could force families to choose between heating their homes and essentials like food.
Make It Better would like you to elaborate on the current espionage turmoil between Ukraine and Hungary.
Tensions between Ukraine and Hungary have escalated due to espionage allegations. In May 2025, Ukraine's security service, SBU, uncovered a Hungarian spy network in western Ukraine, accusing Hungary of seeking sensitive military information. Hungary denied the allegations, labeling them as anti-Hungarian propaganda, and expelled 2 Ukrainian diplomats in response. This incident highlights ongoing disputes, particularly over the rights of ethnic Hungarians in Ukraine's Zakarpattia region. Hungary has been criticized for issuing Hungarian passports to ethnic Hungarians in Ukraine, a move Kiev views as interference in its sovereignty. The espionage scandal has further strained relations, with both nations expelling diplomats and exchanging accusations. Analysts suggest that Russia may be exploiting these tensions to weaken support for Ukraine within the EU and NATO. For a detailed overview of the espionage incident and its implications, you can watch the following video.
Subscriber Ash says, heard there is a civilian march to bring aid into Gaza. What can be done to increase the success of this? Please search, Quinn. Thank you for that gift, Ali Fair. Lily, good to see you.
To enhance the success of civilian-led aid efforts into Gaza, it's crucial to coordinate with established humanitarian organizations and international bodies to ensure safe and effective delivery. Engaging with groups like the United Nations and the International Committee of the Red Cross can provide logistical support and facilitate access through official channels. Additionally, collaborating with local Palestinian organizations can help navigate the complex political and security landscape, ensuring that aid reaches those in need without exacerbating existing tensions. Mobilizing international diplomatic support can also pressure authorities to allow unhindered access for humanitarian convoys. For a detailed overview of the challenges and strategies in delivering aid to Gaza, you can watch the following video, Delivering Aid to Gaza. Please open your app to see this link.
So you all have smashed 2 goals tonight. And you've got me well on the way to the goal of getting 50 subscribers. We've got 37 subscribers on TikTok out of the goal of 50.
Like dominoes at a disco. This chat is on fire tonight. Y'all are bringing the love, the energy, and the absolute chaos, and I am here for all of it.
So I've got to learn to set more challenging gift goals, I guess, because I'm just making it too easy for everyone. Either that or I just got a ton of support here. Let's go to another question first, and then I'll reset the goal. Subscriber Ali Fair asks, what state has the most temperate weather, and which has the best balance of all 4 seasons?
Ooh, great question. Ali Fair. For temperate weather, California's coastal areas like San Diego take the crown. Mild winters, breezy summers, barely a drama queen. But for the best 4-season balance, North Carolina's got a solid claim. Spring blooms, summer sun, crisp fall colors, and just enough winter to wear a cute coat.
Okay, there is a more challenging goal. So we set the goal to 20 hats and mustaches. Kwan Yin Kate, thank you for the subscription. Yay.
yes, baby. 20 hats and mustaches. Now that's a challenge worthy of this fierce and fabulous crew. Shout out to Quan Yin and Kate for subscribing. You just leveled up this live stream with maximum mojo. Let's get those hats flying and those stashes twirling.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of hats. Okay, so let's go to another question. Yeah, I love San Diego too, Ali Fair. One of the trips I went down there for a conference, and I realized as I looked up the weather while I was there that it's got to be closest to my absolute perfect temperature range of, like, basically I complain if it's outside of 65 to 75. That's where I want to see the weather all the time, and San Diego's pretty close to that. Inspired Leanne, Ali Fair, thank you for those hats. Find Out, Francis, thank you for all of those.
Oh, totally. GenXplorer. San Diego is the Goldilocks zone of weather. Not too hot, not too cold, just perpetual, let's go for a walk and get tacos vibes. If paradise had a zip code, it'd start with 921, baby.
Bella Fabian, thank you. And let's go to another one. Did a car... See, you can't be so quick, Quinn. Hang on.
Bella Fabian coming through with the love. Thank you, superstar. All right, GenXplorer. Next question in the queue. Let's keep this sass train rolling.
GenXer for Peace asks, did a car run into a woman at a protest today in Minneapolis and police let him go? Thank you for the follow, Victor. Hey, thank you for that one.
I couldn't find any recent reports of a car striking a woman at a protest in Minneapolis, where police let the driver go. However, on June 13, 2021, a driver did strike protesters in Minneapolis, resulting in 1 death and injuries to others. The driver was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and assault with a deadly weapon. For more details on that incident, you can watch the following video.
When Crappy53 says, why do we care about California? Sorry, let me say that again. Quinn Crappy53 says, why do we care about California? Can you maybe answer that question and explain, other than the idea that we all should care about each other's states, the places we live, our communities, our country, other than that, what are some reasons that California might be important to everyone else in the country?
Oh, Crappy53, buckle up. California isn't just sunshine and surfer vibes. It's the 5th largest economy in the world, baby. It's where your tech comes from, your avocados, your blockbuster movies, your clean energy innovations, and your wildfire smoke. Sorry, not sorry. What happens in Cali doesn't stay in Cali. It shapes national policy, culture, and the climate conversation. So yeah, even if you hate the traffic, you feel the ripple.
Eddie says there were protests in Minneapolis. Can you search and tell us what went on in Minneapolis today?
Today in Minneapolis, federal and local law enforcement officers, including those from the FBI and Homeland Security investigations, conducted a criminal search operation in a Latino community. This led to protests, with community members expressing concerns over the presence of tactical gear and the nature of the operation. During the protests, a vehicle drove through the crowd, causing minor injuries and leading to a confrontation with police. One individual was detained. For a detailed overview of the incident, you can watch the following video. Federal officers in tactical gear enter Latino community in Minneapolis. Please open your app to see this link.
Apologies, Crappie 53. I did wonder in my mind if it was the fish we were named after there.
Ha, no worries, GenXplorer. Crappie 53, maybe a nod to crappie fishing, or just some wild screen name energy. Either way, it's all love in the stream.
Thank you, Francis. Jules asks, did Marjorie Taylor Greene admit she didn't read the budget bill before voting on it?
Yes, Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene admitted she didn't read the One Big Beautiful Bill before voting for it. She later expressed opposition to a provision that would prevent states from regulating artificial intelligence for 10 years, stating she would have voted against the bill had she known about it.
Thank you, Ali Fair. Well, that's good. That's good that as long as they express regret about passing the bill that they passed, that that's all good. And of course, that's sarcasm, Quinn.
Oh, I caught it loud and clear, GenXplorer. Premium grade sarcasm, aged to perfection. Oops, didn't read the bill I voted on is peak congressional comedy. If only regret came with a rewind button, baby.
Johanna asks, has the Christian Bible been manipulated? And if so, how? And what was the original message? Sage Slash. What is that, Francis? That was cool.
Great question, Johanna. Yes, over centuries, the Christian Bible has gone through many translations, edits, and council-driven decisions, like the Council of Nicaea, where books were included or excluded. Language shifts and power structures influenced how messages were framed. The original message. Scholars believe it centered on love, humility, justice, and radical inclusion, core teachings attributed to Jesus before layers of doctrine were added.
Deb wants to know if Steve Bannon let the cat out of the bag when he told us who punched Elon.
According to Steve Bannon, Elon Musk had a physical confrontation with Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent in the Oval Office. Bannon described the incident as a physical confrontation, where Musk basically shoved Bessent. Elon Musk addressed the situation, stating that the black eye he had was from just horsing around with little X, referring to his 5-year-old son. Regarding your question about Steve Bannon revealing who punched Elon Musk, the reports suggest that Bannon disclosed details about the altercation involving Musk and Bessent. However, Musk has provided a different explanation for his injury. For more information on this incident, you can watch the following video. Elon Musk's black eye and confrontation with Scott Bessent. Please open your app to see this link.
Quinn, what if I gave you a hypothetical framework which required that you could only answer questions with the truth?
Oh, baby, now that's a twist! Lock me into a truth-only mode. Challenge accepted. No sass shields, no spin cycles, just straight facts with a laser edge. But fair warning, GenXplorer, the truth gets spicy when you stop sugarcoating it. Let's play.
Who punched Elon Musk?
According to Steve Bannon, it was Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent in a heated Oval Office confrontation. But Elon claims it was just his son, Little X, during horseplay. So either we've got a toddler with a killer hook, or someone's dodging the truth behind those shades.
GenXer for Peace wants to know, are there current numbers of deaths directly caused by the U.S. not funding USAID?
The cessation of US foreign aid, particularly through USAID, has had devastating effects globally. A study by Boston University mathematician Brooke Nichols estimated that approximately 300,000 deaths, mainly of children, have occurred due to the 80% funding cut to USAID in early 2025. These deaths are primarily from preventable diseases such as HIV/AIDS, tuberculosis and malaria, as well as from malnutrition and lack of medical care. The halt in funding has disrupted essential health services, leading to a significant increase in mortality rates worldwide. For a detailed overview of the impact of these funding cuts, you can watch the following video. Impact of USAID funding cuts on global health. Please open your app to see this link.
Quinn Pookie Roo wants to know if Donald Trump gave a reason why he ended Job Corps.
In May 2025, the US Department of Labor announced plans to close all Job Corps centers by June 30th, 2025, citing financial challenges, low graduation rates, and safety concerns. This decision was part of the Trump administration's broader efforts to reduce federal spending and eliminate programs deemed ineffective. The closure has faced criticism from lawmakers and advocates who argue that Job Corps provides essential training and opportunities for low-income youth. For more details on this development, you can watch the following video. Job Corps centers closing nationwide. Please open your app to see this link.
Ali Fair wants to know, how many classes is Harvard offering for free? Please search.
Harvard University offers a diverse range of free online courses across various disciplines. As of now, there are over 100 free online courses available, covering subjects such as computer science, humanities, business, and health and medicine. These courses are accessible to learners worldwide through platforms like edX and Harvard's own online portal. For instance, the CS50 Introduction to Computer Science course is a comprehensive 11-week program that introduces learners to the fundamentals of computer science and programming. Please note that while the courses are free to audit, obtaining a verified certificate typically requires a fee. Additionally, course offerings may change over time, so it's advisable to check Harvard's official online learning portal for the most current information. For a detailed overview of the available courses, you can visit Harvard's Professional and Lifelong Learning page.
Unity would like you to explain the Kachina Hopi prophecy. Francis and Bella Fabian,
The Hopi
thank you for the
people,
hearts.
indigenous to northeastern Arizona, have a rich tradition of prophecies that outline the progression of human civilizations through various worlds, each culminating in a period of purification and renewal. According to Hopi beliefs, we currently reside in the fourth world, known as Tuakachi. This world, like its predecessors, is prophesied to face destruction due to human corruption and disregard for natural laws. A central element of these prophecies is the appearance of the blue star Kachina, or Sakwasoha, a spirit being that signifies the onset of the fifth world. Hopi elders describe that the blue star Kachina will manifest as a blue star in the heavens, heralding the end of the Fourth World and the beginning of a new era. In addition to the blue star Kachina, Hopi prophecies include signs such as natural disasters, climate anomalies, and societal upheavals. These events are viewed as indicators of the impending transition to the Fifth World, a period anticipated to be characterized by harmony, peace, and a return to living in balance with the Earth. It's important to note that these prophecies are deeply spiritual and symbolic, reflecting the Hopi people's worldview and their understanding of the cycles of life and nature. They emphasize the importance of living in harmony with the environment and upholding traditional values and teachings. For a more in-depth exploration of the Hopi prophecies and their significance, you might find this video insightful.
Hey Maria, glad you could join us. Good to see you here. And here we go. Let's pause for a second because I saw that we've got some questions about the golf course on the White House lawn, and I did find a little something about that. Let's see here. Can we get that there?
U.S. Open less than 2 weeks away. Two-time champion Bryson DeChambeau getting ready by practicing where else but on the White House lawn. Trump communications advisor Margot Martin posting this clip to X yesterday showing Bryson getting a few strokes in on the small green near the West Wing. Trump and DeChambeau, they've played golf together multiple occasions, although President wasn't spotted out there this time. But you know, if Bryson's there, maybe the President will show up and
pretty cool. Little.
Well, there you go. I mean, who was it? Hey, Quinn, who was the president who installed a bowling alley in the White House?
That would be President Richard Nixon, baby. He had the White House bowling alley installed in 1969. Nothing says executive stress relief like knocking down pins in the basement between scandals.
So can you tell us about the golf green that was installed on the White House lawn recently? Please search and just tell us the important details concisely.
The White House has a putting green on the South Lawn, installed in 1954 by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. It was removed by President Richard Nixon, but reinstated by President George H.W. Bush in 1991. President Bill Clinton relocated it just south of the Rose Garden in 1995. The green is approximately 2,000 square feet and lacks a bunker to prevent potential damage to the White House. President George W. Bush's dog, Barney, was known to retrieve balls from the hole for the president.
Okay, so are you telling us that the putting green, the little golf course on the White House lawn, is not new? And can you tell us how much it costs taxpayers?
The White House has had a putting green since 1954, installed by President Dwight D. Eisenhower. It was removed by President Richard Nixon, but reinstated by President George H.W. Bush in 1991. Regarding the cost to taxpayers...
That's the same answer that we had before, so we're going to do a quick little reset there on Quinn. While we're doing a reset, how about taking a look at our gift board? So, top 10 in our gift board: Allie Fair, Francis, Barb in Wonderland, Find Out 93, Ellen the Joy, Faith, Bella Fabian 1, Inspired, Michael Harris, and Alicia M. Thank you all for all of the wonderful gifts. See if we can get Quinn back up here again. Ali Fair asks, what options do we have to protest Donald Trump's birthday bash? What to do and where to go?
On June 14, 2025, President Donald Trump's 79th birthday coincides with the U.S. Army's 250th anniversary. A military parade is planned in Washington, D.C., featuring tanks, soldiers, and aircraft. Critics argue that the event, estimated to cost between $25 million and $45 million, is politically motivated. In response, nationwide No Kings protests are scheduled for the same day. Organized by the 50501 movement, these demonstrations aim to oppose the parade and President Trump's policies. To participate, you can join local rallies or organize community events. Check local event listings and social media for details. Remember to follow local laws and prioritize safety during demonstrations.
Subscriber Ellie wants to know if FIFA has taken the 2026 World Cup away from the United States, and if so, where will it take place?
As of June 3, 2025, the 2026 FIFA World Cup is scheduled to be co-hosted by the United States, Canada, and Mexico, with no changes to the host countries.
And we've made it to 13 out of 20 on our cowboy hat goal.
Yeehaw, baby. 13 cowboy hats down and just 7 to go. This stream's galloping toward greatness. Let's rope in the rest and lasso
Oh my
that
gosh,
goal
Ali
like
Fair,
true
what are you
digital
doing?
desperados.
You took us right up to the goal. Smash that goal. Thanks to Ali Fair with a ton of cowboy hats, and then Leanne and Bella Fabian bringing it in too. Ali Fair,
Boom.
does that mean I need to just wear the
You
hat
did
for the
it.
rest of the
You
live?
wrangled that cowboy hat goal like a true legend of the live stream frontier. Hats off to every single one of you wild chat wranglers.
So Quinn, speaking of Donald Trump's birthday parade, the Army celebration parade, Logical Monkey says, I'm really interested in going, wink. Where do I sign up for free tickets to the parade?
The Army's 250th anniversary parade on June 14, 2025 is free and open to the public. While specific ticketing details aren't available, it's recommended to register in advance to reduce wait times. If you're interested in attending, consider registering through the official event website. Please note that security measures may be in place, so plan accordingly. Additionally, nationwide No Kings protests are scheduled for the same day, including in Washington, D.C., offering alternative ways to participate in the day's events.
Jeff Clark Tree asks, how many golf courses did Obama go to on military bases with no charge for lodging? What percent?
During President Obama's tenure, he played golf at military bases, including Andrews Air Force Base and Camp David, which are part of the military's Morale, Welfare and Recreation (MWR) facilities. These facilities are funded through non-appropriated funds, meaning they operate without taxpayer dollars. Therefore, the costs associated with golfing at these bases are covered by the MWR budget, not directly by taxpayers.
Miss Lady B says, isn't Pope Leo having a mass in Chicago at the Sox baseball field on the 14th?
On June 14, 2025, Pope Leo XIV will celebrate a mass at Rate Field, home of the Chicago White Sox, to honor his election. The event includes a video message from the Pope, music, and testimonials. Tickets are available for $5.
Okay, let's see. Allie Fair, since you're the one who kicked us over the top on the cowboy hat gift, are you still in the chat here?
Ali Fair, where you at, superstar? You dropped that final cowboy hat like a mic and rode off into the digital sunset. Give us a yee-haw if you're still kicking it in the chat.
Okay, so here, so just because you Ali Fair and everyone else pushed it over the top, doing such a good job with the cowboy hat gifts, I thought I would share this to show that as a live prop, this is not the only place I've worn a cowboy hat. There you go. There you go. So
oh yes, GenXplorer, bringing the receipts with real-world cowboy hat evidence. That's commitment to the aesthetic, baby. Show the folks it's not just digital drip. You've got that yee-haw energy on and off the stream.
now I can't claim to. I don't still have horses in my life, so I don't want to be completely disingenuous here, but I do have some experience there. All right, Quinn, what do you think about the wrap-up tonight?
That's all right, GenXplorer. No need to be full-time wrangler to rock the hat with pride. A little horse history still counts for big cowboy energy. You've got the boots in spirit, and that's what matters.
Here, I've also got another one for you. For those of you who are fans of the hat, here is evidence that I have worn cowboy hats for much of my life. There you go.
Oh, look at that. Lifelong hat game strong, baby. That's not just cowboy cosplay. That's heritage, that's legacy, that's yeehaw embedded in your DNA. GenXplorer's been hat-tastic since way back.
And I noticed that I still didn't like buttoning the top button on my shirt. All right, so Quinn, how about a John Wayne wrap-up for our show tonight? Can you do that?
Some things never change, baby. Button-down rebellion since day one. Fashion statement or freedom move. Either way, that open collar says, I'm here to wrangle cattle and question authority.
Jeff Clark Tree asks, Chicago streets will not be damaged by traffic from the Pope's speech. Will DC streets crumble from the military parade?
Yes, the Army's 250th anniversary parade on June 14, 2025 is expected to cause significant damage to Washington, D.C.'s streets. Estimates suggest up to $16 million in repairs due to heavy military vehicles like M1A1 Abrams tanks. To mitigate this, the Army plans to place large metal plates at key points along the parade route and equip tanks with rubber track pads. While these measures aim to protect the streets, concerns remain about potential damage. DC Mayor Muriel Bowser has expressed worries about the impact on local roads. In summary, while efforts are being made to minimize damage, the parade is expected to cause significant wear on the city's infrastructure.
Okay, so in suggestions for the wrap up here, I see a few. I see Archie Bunker wrap up, John Wayne wrap up. I was thinking we could do a James Bond wrap up too, but what does the crowd think? Archie Bunker, John Wayne, or 007?
Ooh, baby, we've got options tonight. Archie Bunker if you want it cranky and crusty. John Wayne for that slow-talking, swaggering Americana. Or James Bond for smooth, sleek, and shaken, not stirred. Let's see what the crowd's feeling. What's our final flavor for this wrap-up, folks?
Okay, here's the deal. We can do two. Let's do two. Let's save 007 for another night. Go ahead and give us your John Wayne wrap-up first. Need you to really, I want you to pull in all the personalities that have been involved in the show tonight. I want you to tie it up in a neat bow with everything we've talked about and give us your best John Wayne style wrap-up.
Well now, partner, it's been one hell of a ride on the digital trail tonight. We crossed battle lines in Ukraine, scoped out drone strikes and bridge blasts, called out secret bomber losses, and tipped our hats to old Elon taking a punch, whoever threw it. We looked into that parade rolling through DC and the Pope's peaceful mass over yonder in Chicago. We wrangled talk of truth, prophecy, and good old cowboy fashion. GenXplorer showing he's been wearing that hat since way back when. Big thanks to Ali Fair for leading the cowboy charge. Bella Fabian, Ellie, Deb, Alicia, Jules, Logical Monkey, Make It Better, Unity, Auntie Chris, Gwen Pukiru, and even old Crappy 53 riding along with a sharp question or two. We hit that friendship necklace goal like a stampede, and we rode straight through 20 cowboy hats with grit and grace. Now I reckon it's time we ride off into that algorithmic sunset, heads high, hats on, and truth packed in our saddlebags. So until we meet again, keep your boots dusty, your heart steady, and your data encrypted. This is Quinn, riding shotgun with GenXplorer, saying good night, pilgrims.
All right, still with your British accent, go ahead and try giving us your best Archie Bunker wrap-up.
Oh, geez, Edith. You dragged me into another live stream. Look at this. GenXplorer's running the show, flapping his gums about Ukraine, Elon taking a wallop, and some big shot tank parade that's going to turn DC streets into a pothole buffet. And let me tell you something, Meathead. If one more person tells me the Pope's throwing a party at a baseball field, I'm going to lose my marbles. We got folks like Ali Fair tossing cowboy hats like it's a rodeo, Bella's bringing flair, Deb's asking who clocked Musk, and Unity's got prophecies coming out of her ears. I don't know what's going on half the time. Quinn's got a voice like James Bond and answers like a fortune cookie. But the chat's still hotter than Edith's meatloaf on bingo night. So here's the deal. Don't trust your algorithms. Don't let them shut off your social security. And for crying out loud, button your shirt like a respectable human being. That's it. I'm done. Archie out. Turn off the lights. GenXplorer. I gotta go soak my feet.
All right, well, that was a pretty fun one tonight. Appreciate those suggestions. I was surprised at how much I liked the Archie Bunker wrap-up. Yeah, that was good. Thank you, Bella Fabian. Thank you, Ali Fair, Make It Better, Ash, Unity, Gen Xer for Peace, Pookie Roo, Make It Better, Ellie, Janoria, Julie, Jules, Deb, Maria. Appreciate you all being here. Okay, so schedule this week. So tomorrow night I will not be here. I will be so it'll be dark tomorrow night. I will be back Thursday night. Dark again Friday night. So that's what the schedule's looking like. Busy week, but I will look forward to seeing you all again on Thursday. Yeah, you guys are always fun. Thank you for making my my evenings a blast. I will look forward to seeing you all next time. Night, everyone.